Okay, this is under the Fair Use Act, people. I guess some Sikh, he was a 45-year-old man living up in British Columbia, Canada. Okay? Right? Anyway, I guess he got shot or something. He died anyway. And now the Sikh community, all over the place, just all over the fucking world, are rising up and speaking out against Trudeau because Trudeau tried to say that it had something to do with India. Because this dude is an activist out here in British Columbia, Canada, trying to do something. Okay? As he's saying, oh, no, that's not what I said. That this man here, I don't know if that's the man, but a man like that, right, with his turban and his beard, and when they get old, they get gray and whatever, right? And oftentimes I'm sorry, they will boo-boo, scowl at you. Okay? Trying to say he's a Canadian. Yeah, okay. Well, Dr. Barr looks just like you, buddy boy. Okay? And the last time I checked, it was a Dr. Barr, a Punjabi, a Sikh, that was not born in this country, that came over here, got his citizenship, and then ripped out my daughter's organs. What you gonna do about that, Trudeau? Bring more? Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's just listen to this for a second. Under the Fair Use Act, right, okay? Not everybody is happy. Listen, I've been in British Columbia, Canada since I've been a kid, all right? We didn't call them Punjabis, we called them Hindus. But they didn't like that. They wanted to be called South Asians, where the Punjabis want to be called Punjabis. Now, are all Punjabis messed up? No, obviously not. But there's a criminal element to them with their organized religion that's infiltrated our parliament buildings, our hospitals, our just everywhere. Everywhere, people. Go to any gas station. Any gas station on the lower mainland. This is what you're going to see. Is a Punjabi with a turban, more than likely, 95% of the time. Or maybe a Punjabi without a turban, 5% of the time. Okay? Go to every 7-Eleven, what are you going to see? Punjabi. Go to the grocery stores, what are you going to see? Punjabis. Or Hindus, because there's Hindus out here too, which is a different religion. But these people come from Punjab. Okay, they didn't rally for Shamay. They don't rally for the foundation that I work on. They don't rally for anything unless it's directly related to them. Right? Okay? They come to this country to bulldoze down, house after house after house after house after house after house, as those people get evicted from their houses when they're not dying inside of them. Or out on the streets. Yeah. Because we have no value. Our value is in our body parts. Because they like to get old. And not all of them are healthy. Many of them are, don't get me wrong. But a lot of them aren't. How do you think they build their wealth, people? Cleaning toilets? Working at Walmart? Working at 7-Eleven, running a gas station. How do you think they make their wealth? En masse. Oh yeah, some of them come with wealth, right? Don't get me wrong. My landlord, he was a taxi driver. Drove a taxi for the whole time until I guess he retired. But in those days, in 1991, when they bought this house, they paid $175,000 for it. Now they're trying to sell it for $3 million, as my family suffers, okay? And we basically face homelessness because of people like that. Let Trudeau talk about that.
activist campaigning for an independent Sikh homeland. He was shot by...
He wants some independent something to do with homeland. Is he trying to build his own homeland in British Columbia, Canada? Because if he is, we already got those kind of gated communities, people. I told you, what they're building here, where I live in this neighborhood, are the next generation of slums. Well, they live in the gated community in their monster houses. That's how it works.
...45-year-old Niger was
That was him. Was an activist. Yeah, okay. Why don't you do activism for, peace and prosperity for all? I don't see that happening. Never, ever do I ever see that happening. Unless, of course, maybe you want to rally for the Children's Hospital, make a big, huge donation for that. Only because the provincial government came in with their, $1 million operating team to rip out organs from little children like Amari to put them into maybe one of their kids when they need it. All they have to do is put out the fucking call. Sorry. Boo, boo, boo. Call.
Activists campaigning for an independent Sikh homeland.
He's campaigning for an independent Sikh homeland. Well, they already got it. They're from Punjab. That's what Punjab is, full of Sikhs. Unless, of course, he's trying to do that out here. But they've already got that too. That's why I'm facing homelessness. That's why half my family is dead. That's why the UN soldiers are not even 2 doors down, ready to rip up all the freaking trees, tear down that house as they're plotting and scheming how to kick me out of this house, get rid of the rest of my family so they can tear down this house, so they can build the next generation of slums, so they can overgouge on the rent, mistreat those fucking tenants, so they can live in their monster houses and then brag among themselves how fucking smart they and rich they are. Okay? As they got their crooked doctors doing nasty, dirty, filthy, God-forsaken things to innocent human beings so they can brag among themselves about how rich they are and how hard they fucking work. Yeah, okay. But look how they come together when it's one of theirs. Not for Shamay, not for Sierra, not for Uncle John, not for Amari, not for anyone else in my family. No. But for themselves.
He was shot by 2 gunmen as he sat in his truck in the Gurdwara parking lot. His death sparked outrage in the Sikh community and triggered a number of...
That's my community right there, people. That's what I have to face every freaking day of my fucking life as I face homelessness. And when I was 10 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old, oh, it was the same thing. Only now it's 1,000 times, I don't know what, worse? Yeah. My landlords can only protect me for so long. And then they're going to feed me to the Punjabis, a.k.a. wolves. Why don't you rally for the foundation? Why don't you rally for equal opportunity for all? Peace and prosperity for all. But no, you can't do that because you're all stuck on your fucking egos. Your only self-esteem that you have is in how much money you have and how many houses you own and how long you can live, no matter if it takes 10 hearts to live that long, and that's 10 hearts from 10 dead bodies. Okay? No justice, no peace!
Protests around the world.
Around the world! While the fucking Punjabis in British Columbia, Canada sit on their fucking asses with their thumbs up it. Right? Just waiting for the next body to roll in so that they can capitalize off that shit. Live long and capitalize. Be prosperous. Be what? Work hard. Yeah, work hard at being fucking criminals. More like it. Right? Birds of a fucking feather flock together. This is your organized religion that I talk about. Maybe where you live, it might be the Muslims. Or maybe it might be the Catholics. Not to say that there's not a few Catholics lurking around in there, because we know we got fucking Eleanor Gilding getting her paycheck, stealing old people's money as the Punjabis help. Remember? That Punjabi British screechy social worker, John's going into long-term care. Oh, sorry, temporary care by any means necessary. John's never going back home because I'm a Punjabi British woman and I said so. Yeah, right. You were bought off by a fucking Catholic. Another dirty fucking organized religion. Sorry! Boo-boo religion! What the hell is religion but garbage? There's your garbage!
The allegations against the Indian government are reverberating across Canada, but especially in Surrey, where the shooting took place back in June, and where Hardeep Singh Nijjar called home. Lindsay Duncombe shows us how people there are reacting.
The people who worshipped with Hardeep Singh Nijjar have been shouting accusations India was responsible for his death for months now. The Prime Minister's announcement didn't spark celebration.
Whatever. Oh, they want to see somebody behind bars. Right? But Shamay gets no justice. I wonder why. Does he have Shamay's heart? Does he have Shamay's liver? Does he have what else do they have? Lungs? Does this dude right here have Shamay's lungs? Huh? What do you think? Maybe this one got some bone or some plasma or something that only a dead body could provide. Dead body, dead body, dead body, dead body. That's the only way they can fucking live, people. Is to steal other people's body parts. They're so in bed with the corrupt government, with the dirty fucking cops, and with the hospitals. I'm telling you, people. Why do you think Canadian white people, Canadian born black people, Canadian Indians, like natives, right? Aboriginals, right? First Nations. Why do you think we end up in the streets and they don't? Why do you think that, people? Oh, because they're hard workers? Yeah, okay. Picking fucking berries, driving taxis, not that I'm putting my landlord down, because I'm not. Because at the end of the day, you know what? He could afford to buy a house at $175,000 between him and his wife and everybody else chipping in or doing whatever. Not now, because the house that he paid for, that I've already fucking paid for 2 times fucking over since I've lived here, he wants $3 million now. So he can pass it down and spread it out between his kids and whoever, so that they can have their organized religion and be in control of the politics. They've got the government by their balls. And yeah, many of them are criminals. But they want justice for the one who got shot. The one who lives in fucking Boo-Boo Surrey, where I live, was probably my neighbor. You get millions of them coming, rallying across the world. But not a peep for Shamay. Because he's got what? Shamay's heart. He's got Shamay's liver. He's got Shamay's lungs. He's got Shamay's spleen. And he's got Shamay's fucking plasma. And the robot has Shamay's teeth. Oh, and Dr. Barr, a gynecologist with his own operating team, who the taxpayers pay for, that look like this dude, that look like this dude, that look like this dude, that look like that dude, okay? He ran off with Shamay's eggs. I'm just saying. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Half my family is dead. Why? Why, people?
Until we actually see people behind bars, until we see actually people that were, supplying, money for this hit, carrying...
Oh, money for this hit. Shamay wasn't a fucking hit? Yeah, she was. Where's the investigation for that? Where's the rallying for that? Well, we know why there was none. He got the heart, he got the liver, he got the fucking lungs, he got the spleen, he got the plasma, and Dr. Barr ran off with the eggs. You're talking $1 million for a dead body out here, people. And the taxpayers pay to pillage it in a public hospital with a bunch of Punjabis working there with the Eleanor Gildings. So it's not just Punjabis, it's the Catholics too. Right? You gotta sprinkle in a little pepper so you got a few Muslims in there. But the Muslims aren't the predominant freaking organized religion in British Columbia, Canada. It's the fucking Punjabi. Sorry. The boo Punjabis. Because they're so honorable. They're so hardworking. Right. Yeah. Throwing everybody out into the fucking streets that don't look like them. Easy to pick them off. Set them up for snuff movies. Buy off the cops. Sell their drugs. Right? Pimp the little vulnerable women out in the streets so their girls don't get pimped out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, right. Yeah. Do the little fucking mind control experiments. Have their energy weapons running through these freaking rental units in unison with city government and provincial government and fucking federal government. Right? I've documented enough energy weapons going through my yard and going inside through my house to verify that on camera. No wonder why Julian killed Shamay. He was being shot up with fucking energy weapons. Have that on recording through Shamay's phone. It went right over his freaking shoulder as he was accusing her of her drugging him. He was raging. He looked like a lunatic. And he ended up killing her. And then the cops facilitated the transport of my dead daughter's body to the Surrey Memorial Hospital so Dr. Barr could provide this man with a heart, this man with a liver, this man with some lungs, that man with a spleen, and that man with some plasma and skin. And then he went off and took Shamay's eggs and started to experiment with somebody else with them so he could make more money, so he could look like he's wealthy. And treat me like shit. Treat my family like shit. Black trash, white trash, what does it matter? We're all fucking trash to them. That's why we're dying out here. That's why we're homeless out here. Because of them. Don't talk to me about justice. You don't even understand what the fucking word means. Go back to school. You stand for nothing. Absolutely nothing. You stand for greed.
This out. I think it's kind of like skepticism right now that as if something's actually going to happen.
Canada knew that this was all happening and didn't intervene as per their fiduciary duty.
Right. You didn't intervene for all the thousands that have been murdered in British Columbia, Canada, as you come up in the ranks, taking out their organs in hospitals and expect the public to fucking pay for it and not say anything. Just so you can brag about how you live long. Yeah, well, you're not all that healthy because your breed has heart problems. So that's why I say, which Punjabi walks around in this community in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada? For all I know, it could have been that 45-year-old man that just got shot. Maybe that's where Shamay's heart's at. How about we'll just leave it right there?